Oh, for God's sake. Hang on. All right. You know what? I'm already in here. Give me a second. Where are we? Customization, branding. No, it's under memberships, isn't it? So it's under earn, memberships, levels, customize default perks. There we go. Oh, it didn't actually store it. That would be a problem. Okay, so what does it need to be? It needs to be a PNG 32 by 32, minimum size 32 by 32. Must be less than a megabyte. Must be aspect ratio 1:1. Okay, so that means I need to open GIMP. GIMP 21032. Let's see. What do I want here? Shinji Ikari, little bitch. I'm sure that'll work. Images. Actually, you know what? No, that'll work. I can use that one. Save image as PNG. Now open that in GIMP, wherever it's gone. How the hell did it wind up on that screen? That's not helpful. All right, put that up there. No, I want that on the full screen. I don't want to drop and drag that. Import. I just want to keep whatever it is. And I want to image, Zelius crop, transform. Okay, no, canvas size, scale image. So what do I need it to be? I need it to be 1 by 1 for 1, which means it needs to be 300 by 300 would be the easiest way to do that. Scale. Nope, that's just making it look weird. I just want to crop it. Can I do that? Can I just do a pixelated crop? 300 by 300. Aspect ratio. Yes. That's all I want. Fixed. Auto shrink. No, that does not help. Why did that not help? All I want to do is crop the damn thing. Scale layer. 300. Scale. No, that's the exact opposite of what I wanted. Scale layer image. No, scale layer. Break that. I just want 300 by 300. That'll do. Layer. Transform, no. Cropped content. Layer is already cropped content. Okay, file, let's try that. Export. Save as. Oh, hang on, no, because I don't want to save that as an XFF. I want to save that as a PNG. Why is that only letting me save it as various other things? Image uses features from GIMP 2.10 and won't be ready by reader. Oh, for God's sakes. So how do I export it then? Oh, export as. Okay. Export as, show file types. PNG image. Okay, there we go. PNG. Let's call it shut up stingy. Oh no, to shut up stingy. That's better. To shut up stingy. That works. PNG. Into the downloads folder. Export that. Now that I'd better have done that. So now downloads. Of course not, because why would that ever work? Okay. Control S. Close that. So now I need to go to YouTube. Select the image. Downloads. Save and publish. congratulations, Sinji. You got your very own emoji, and you are pretty much one of the few that will be able to use it, along with the remainder of the 12-month plus members. There you go. Bet Aussie could sign with a Aussie accent. You know what the irony is? Yes, Tim, I probably would, because Australia doesn't use ASL. Australia use Auslan, which is our own sign language. So literally, even when signing, we have our own Australian accent. Love how we're talking about him. He doesn't know. Oh, I knew that you were going on in the background. I wanted to get that done, so it was done, basically. Now, let me open the chats, because stuff's probably going on Twitter and Rumble and whatever else. But hopefully the video looks a little bit better now. I changed some of the settings. It's still a little bit grainy, but I can't complain too much. Where is it? It may not be available in this chat, unfortunately. Hang on, let me have a look. Emotes. Yeah, it looks like it's not available yet, so it'll probably be on the next show. They should be available, so. Ishkade, how are you? Aussie has a Stripe account posted on his About page. This is true, I do too. Although, can't remember the last time anyone actually ever used it. Looks fine on my cell phone. I should hope so. It's, because I'm using a mirrorless SLR. It's purely just messing around with the settings for some reason. Just seems to, like, I don't know. Hey, Jeff, how you doing, buddy? Grainy in 1080p. It's awesome. Fabulous. Oh, for the Vegas, baby. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Jill, very, very much appreciate that. Hang on. Where is it? There we go. Hugely appreciate that. We're already off and running. Yes, we have British Sign Language in the UK. Oh, there you go. Been watching when you're done, just happen to be up. Oh, no worries. I suppose it's because it's really early in the morning in the US at the moment, and actually, Shed, what time is it there? Because I know that I saw a message on one of the videos that you put, and it was like 4 a.m. when you were catching up on the replay. So, that should be fine. Oh, hang on, no, because I need the Rumble one, because the Rumble one, when it opens, doesn't actually pop out the chat, which means it doesn't actually send anything to the lovely chat here. So 7 Central Australian, 8 a.m. Eastern. Oh, well, there you go. Kiska, hello. How are you doing? So guys, I'll be perfectly honest. As it says in the title, I hadn't really planned anything. I really just wanted to talk. I haven't really got any specific topic in mind. I quite literally, like, I mean, I've got a couple of news articles and whatnot, but there's nothing really cohesive to tie it together as a show. So I just figured, you know, oh, what's the chance that Germany gets slapped down today in the ICC? I haven't been following, I'll be perfectly honest. Hang on, who are they facing? Oh, you meant the International Criminal Court. I thought you were talking about the cricket. I was like, since when did Germany play in the cricket? Germany sends an important message of support for reparative justice with a €110,000 contribution to the Trust Fund for Victims. I'm willing to bet that's not it. Live. The ICC International Court of Justice to rule in Nicaragua case against Germany over Israel war in Gaza. Oh, that'll do it. So look. So Al Jazeera is live covering it. Berlin police 13 minutes ago cleared pro-Palestine camps in front of the parliament. State resumed funding for UNRWA following the Kelowna report. Is Germany complicit in Israel's war on Gaza? There's a 28-minute discussion on it. I'm not sure if I want to... Oh, Bernice, sorry. Almost missed that. I hope all is well for the Vegas Fund. Appreciate that. We're making our way. We are making our way. I mean, look, we're at 13.41%, and that is not updated from the $15 that was just donated, so hugely appreciate that. Zap running a morning. I'm not late for work, hopefully. Excuse me. Just stop by to tap the thumbs up. Appreciate that, Iron Rabbit. Although by the time I've seen this, you may have already racked off, but that's fine. Missed the live notice. I'm getting better with posting the YouTube videos at least a half hour beforehand, so YouTube sends out the 30-minute notifications. But I have no idea, for example, how early, like, Ryan the editor posts the ones for Nick, or because I know that Jeff posts his in like the middle of the day our time for like 11 or 12 hours later. The trouble with me is I rarely, if ever, have got a topic picked out by that time. And so it changes. And are we being ignored like redheaded stepchildren? No, you're not. Stingy was boomering his way through for you. Be nice to him. Also, chat, remember, Boomer is trying to grift his way to Vegas. So whatever change you have, throw at him. So effectively, I have a producer in Stingy and I have a public relations department in Psycho Doll. I'm loving this. Where are we? Local news today was a bloke who drove his car into a house, then went on a rampage with a sword. Several bystanders and 2 cops injured. Shit. Protesters destroyed a college. Just got off a 14-hour shift as a front desk agent after finding out the company's selling the hotel I work at within a week. Everything is fine. Oh, shit. Lunchtime Aussie's best Aussie, especially when work is quiet. Well, there you go. At least I can keep you entertained during work. Kiska, did they, do you know details? Like, have they advised whether or not staff are being sold with the hotel, or are they letting everybody go in order to have fresh? If you don't know the details, obviously, if it's confidential or anything like that, don't mention it. But for the most part, when I handle business transactions, one of the things I try and work in is because employees are so vital to letting the general manager go. Well, so as long as you're not the general manager, is my main concern. But generally, when I do I get a role? Chief titty ball researcher. I was going to say, generally when I do a sale of business for people, I express to the vendors that it's a good idea to maintain the current staff unless they're looking to completely revamp and basically, if they feel like the business is failing, then they can bring in their own people and that sort of thing. You can slack all you want. Go for it. Get notifications from Discord. It's more reliable than YouTube. That is true, because I do take advantage of the Zapier program. For anyone that doesn't know, Zapier is a sort of like a workflow thing where you can set it up so that when I upload something to YouTube, it will automatically post it into Discord and then notify everybody. Like, it tags everybody in it. So there's a company keeping the current slaves or bringing in new ones. Whoa, Tim. The voice may be dead, but the push for Aboriginal representation will never end. Can't be off topic if there was never a topic on it in the first place. That's a fair call, and thank you so much for the $20, brother. Don't forget your lonely mod, Ghostry. No, look, I'll be perfectly honest. I haven't... Ghostry pops in every now and then, but I think I pissed her off, to be perfectly honest. You can sell people when selling a business. Back in the day, there was a war over that practice. No, not what I mean. I mean that it's whether or not you include the employment contracts as part of the conditions of sale. So, for example, when I draft up a contract of sale, the key employees and entitlements, so for example, superannuation, back pay, leave entitlements, all that sort of stuff, that all needs to be paid out by the outgoing vendor, but at the same time, the new contracts are entered into immediately by the purchaser to make sure that the key staff don't have any break in employment. So, for example, they still retain entitlement to long service leave after 10 years, all that sort of stuff. Basically, you try and look after people, is what I'm saying. Haven't been allowed to sell people in the US for a long time. Can I be chat princess? You see that 2 people have posted a hit offer on X, formerly known as Twitter, both Grums and Asmon Gold over the Cellarblade stuff. Yes, I did. Actually, I think I've got one of those tagged. Hang on. Because I was looking at it earlier today. How the hell do I have 13 notifications all of a sudden? Who did I piss off on Twitter? Oh, it was because I commented on the stuff about... So I introduced Little Lady Overlawd to the Looney Tunes today, and she absolutely adores it. Devons, hello. Morning, Bush. Dog-sized Furby, because some people are just weird as all. Oh my god! Wait, hang on. That's a dog-sized Furby. Because the Terminator, the robot that it's built on, someone decided to put a whole bunch of Shaggy stuff onto it, and I commented, oh well, look, it's missing the flamethrower. But apparently, people have just decided to throw in additional variations of the robot. And as you can tell, this is what it's like being in my head all the time. Random tangent, random tangent, random tangent. And the worst part is now I've completely forgotten why I opened X. Oh, bookmarks. That's what it was. All bookmarks. No, that's the kangaroo that attacked the dog. Damn it, I didn't star it. Yeah, I saw that some chick has basically posted. She put it out there saying, what was it? 30 grand to whoever makes this that makes Grums disappear and makes Eve's boobs bigger in Stellar Blade, but that it has to be both. The fact that she mentioned the boobs, I would still say conditional threat. Maybe I wouldn't. I sure as shit wouldn't have said that online. That's for sure. Where are we? Where are you keeping my wrench and sticker? Stingy, like I said, well, I mean, you returned your wrench. I've got it on. Dude, I literally have the card sitting right here next to me on the office. So, your wrench is right here. I've got that sitting next to the Baldo on the thing. I swear, over the last I still can't believe it's coming up to 2 years that I've been doing this shit on YouTube. The stuff that I've collected online from various people has a prime thing right on the shelf right next to my desk. And it's like, well, some of it's just weird, some of it's funny. He really did return his wrench. He actually did, yeah. Friend who knows US sign told me there's an unfortunate conflict between the US and Australian sign. One sign, help me symbol, is the other for fuck me in the bum. I don't remember which, sorry. I'm pretty sure I can gather which one's which. Where are we? We'll have to watch on the replay heading to a doctor's appointment. Well, Divins, hopefully you feel better. Do I have a postal address? Yes, it is in the in the description of each and every one of my videos is my US or my Australian post boxes. Pretty much, if you're in the US and you want to send me something, send it to the post box in Sarasota, and then I eat the shipping between America and Australia. That way, it's less issues for you. Twitch streamer, yeah, she added 10k to the 20k offer. I still couldn't get over that. Like the fact that she literally said, "Yeah, you know what? That's fine. I'm upping it to 30k for this guy to disappear. You make this guy disappear, I will pay you 30k, but you also have to make Eve's tits bigger." That's a really freaking broad way of saying that, of phrasing that. And that's an offer that's an open offer to the world. Like, I get that in America it might be slightly different, but here, actually, when was Carbolic Smoke Factory? I think Carbolic Smoke Factory may actually have made its way into US law as well, provided it was far enough back. Hang on, let me just double check something. Carlisle v. Carbolic Smoke Factory. You're in Western Australia, so all good. Oh, yeah, in that case, just use the AU postbox. What year was that? Carlisle and Carbolic Smoke Factory is 1892. No, so it wouldn't be in US common law. So basically, there was a case called Carlisle and the Carbolic Smoke Ball Company, which established in contract law as to an open offer and when it can be accepted. Now, she has effectively done that with certain specific conditions, and because she has not defined the conditions of how to make Eve's boobs bigger, theoretically, somewhat, now, it's leaving aside the illegality of the fact that making someone disappear is kidnapping and or murder. She's actively put out an offer there, an open offer to pretty much anyone, for 30 grand to make Grums disappear and to make Eve's boobs bigger. Now, because she hasn't included any conditions on how the boobs need to be made bigger, all someone would necessarily need to do in order to accept her offer would be to create a mod or a patch or something once it hits PC, and then make Grums disappear. And theoretically, they could reach out to her and say, give me my 30 grand. Again, like I said, leaving aside the intent, the fact that it's illegal to make someone disappear. Where are I? Sent you a screenshot of the video you showed yesterday, DM'd. Thanks, Bush. Ishcade became a new member. Welcome to Law Student. Appreciate it. Thank you. Jeff's here with boobs, as always. Original guy called Tome and apparently deleted all his socials. I can't say I'm shocked. I mean, look, even with the vagueness of various things, you could still be looking at assault. Not to mention any number of crimes over the internet. So, don't threaten people over the internet. And please, for the love of God, don't post hit jobs in the middle of a video. I was fixing my blanket on my bed and Mittens tried to attack me. Oh, no. So I didn't realize it had elapsed. You're all good. I'm so far behind in the chat, so just forgive me while I catch up. Where are we? Didn't see my membership lapse. Okay, there you go. Really did return his wrench. Yes. Buru boobies. Canada, you can be charged with assault for misgendering someone. Oh, Tim, we went through the C63 bill. Good fucking luck to you, mate, if that gets through. Like, between you and Runkle, I can think of at least a couple of people that'll wind up behind bars. My boy Blue used help to change the bed used to help change all the time. Fair enough. Aussie's video froze at the best possible moment. Okay, hang on, Bush. Let me see what it looks like. It's that one. Okay, fair enough. Grums should start Grums 2, delete the original account and claim the money. Would only be $5,000 for a boob job, so money left over. Actually, that's a fair point, because, well, hang on, no, because Eve's the character, not the director's wife. So, I don't know, you could make it work. Could hire Uncle to defend me. Well, I mean, if he's already fighting for his life, he might have other things on his plate, that's all I'm saying. In the state of Michigan, it's a felony to intentionally misgender someone. Oh, God. Sorry I didn't have a member or a hammer, but haven't been on in forever. I can see why. No, yeah, Ishkade, there was something that happened like 6 months ago where everybody lost their wrenches. Don't take it personally. Aussie Overlaw'd has information leading to the arrest and conviction of Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton. Does this constitute a threat? My brakes are fine. I'm not suicidal. And to be fair, let's face it, if anything was going to happen to me, it would be because of this. Just screwing with you. I wasn't going to make you watch the whole thing for the third day in a row. Where are we? Do you have a postal? Oh, you got that. Twitch streamer, yep, got that. Canada, the sign means politician. Been to Sarasota with a nice place. Wow, I'm really behind on chat. Wow. Change my name to Buru Boobies, but I don't know if YouTube would let me. You'd probably get away with it if you use the Z, actually. Public smoke is also in Canadian contract law. Yeah, I would expect so. The only reason it wouldn't have came across is because obviously 1776, certain Tea Party. So after a certain point, British law did not make its way into American. So what is that red dot? Oh my God, it's smoke. How realistic does it look? Okay, moving on. I mean, when people on the internet make their threats with their whole chest, my lawyer appreciates the clarity. Leave the lightning, Jesus, dude. What are you doing here? Appreciate it. Hang on. Dropping a $5. Appreciate that. Hell yeah. Gotta get you boys on at some stage. Really do. Who's Zed? Zed's dead. Baby Zed's dead. Oh, for God's sakes. Just because we pronounce the king's English Z. What do we get to? Mr. Benton's is in front and I'm patting him. Okay. The original guy called Toman, got that. Putting out the hit means he and she can be charged with murder itself, accomplice, and several additional crimes. Quite possibly. Disappear in what fashion? 30k is around 25 to 28, too expensive. Normally around 2 to 5 for a hit. FBI stats. And H instead of H. I don't know why, but H is my preferred pronunciation. I have a family member that calls me H. And I love her dearly. But it's like nails on a chalkboard. I'd rather she just call me Hayden. Okay, where do we get to? Got that. Might as well bring this one up because I already read it out. It's going to say 5k for a boob job would be cheap. Fingers crossed. Same in Canada as in Scotland. Surprise Pikachu face when the police get overwhelmed and stop solving actual crimes. Oh, I know, right? Mind you, Tom Nash. Oh wait, are you actually in? Are you actually in Scotland, or are you just saying that as a general because we all know what's going on in Scotland? Because I haven't looked in the last day or so, but I'm curious to see exactly what happens with. Are they from Queensland? No, New South Wales. So. I don't know. It's just one of those things that's frustrating to me, but it is what it is. Been in at a hospital, so yeah, glad to be on a live chat. Jesus, hope you're okay. Hope everything's been all right. Useless has gone, yay. Yep. The replacement tartan Fuhrer just stepped down too. Aussies also wear togs instead of swimsuits. Depending. Aussie has information that could lead to the cucking of Justin Trudeau. I freaking wish. I was talking to the wife today and we're like, if shit goes sideways here in Australia the way that we think it's going to, Albanese, which country would we move to? And she's like, well, I don't know that I could do America, but I could move to Canada. I was like, they're going to be more fucked than we are. Like, why would you do that? Hey, morning, Pineapple. Like Runkle's explanation of hitmen mostly being meth addicts, which means 5k is a lot of meth. They don't care about the risk of being arrested because, oh my god, meth. When people say Pacific instead of specific. Who the hell says Pacific instead of specific? What? All right, chat. Come on. What's your biggest pet peeves, people? What is it that... Yes, budgie smugglers, absolutely. What are your pet peeves? What drives you up the wall? For me, my biggest thing that I cannot stand, aside from being called H, like the little cards, the 3D cards that you used to get in packets of chips, running your fingers across them. Irregardless, axe. Yep. I'll axe you a question when people literally overuse the word literally. That's fair. Kimber says women. In case you get confused with H from Steps. Tragedy. Bring Tarzos back. You know, I still have a Tarzo collection here somewhere. Just people in general. The feel of velvet, and I'm a fashion designer, so it's hard to avoid. Oh, things that piss me off. The government. Axe, I cannot. Asian Australians who used to instead of used to. What? Is that a real thing? Greedy Bloke says boomer YouTubers. Oh! Stingy, I just found out where the emoji is. I didn't add it as an emoji. I added it as a badge. So now everyone that's been a member for more than 12 months has your face after their name. Oh man, so how do I add the emoji then? Oops. 3 seconds is a lifetime when the light is green. That is true. You didn't notice it? Nope. Missed it. Could care less. I'm watching people being mean to somebody else. Fair enough. Let me keep it like that. Yeah, I see no reason to change it. I didn't notice. Can't stand styrofoam. That I can get. Too old for all the BS going on in society. Sweetie, that's not being old. That's just being fed up in general, honestly. Age has nothing to do with it. The most Canadian sentence ever. Oh yeah, no, for sure, eh? I hate the flavor of the silica gel. Do not eat packets that you find when you buy stuff. That could make it taste better. Boomer needs YouTube tech support for his emojis. Yeah, that'd be helpful, actually. People who talk loudly. Oh, Lethal dropping another one. Cheers, buddy. The Crump birthday sound. Yeah, dude, let's cook something up sometime. Love to. Absolutely love to. Shit, where did I get to? Styrofoam, packing peanuts. People who talk loudly on their cell phones in public. Like, seeing all the videos of people comparing, like, Australian and American transit systems to overseas places where individuals actually have respect for, like, personal safety or, personal space and all that sort of stuff. Like, for example, when they take a video of, like, some people getting beaten up on the New York subway and then they do a video of people standing around on a on a train in Japan. And it's like, it feels wrong just the fact that they're videotaping because of how calm and collected everybody is. And it's like, why can it not just be everywhere? Like Korea, except for the personal space part. Biggest pet peeve is anyone playing rap music over game chats. That's fair. Wait, I'm not playing any music, am I? No, I don't think I'm playing music. Hubby's home today. It's raining. No work today. Oh, lovely. Disorganization. Fair. Very, very fat person who does not buy 2 seats on a flight when they need 3. Kids not telling me stuff like right now. Why is my daughter at the Pew shop? Why would she not be at the Pew shop? What's wrong with that? Darrow's waiting outside the courtroom doing talk to text because they can't write. Yep. People videoing instead of helping is a shocker. I hate that. Actually, there was a really good... someone did like a really good short on that recently where it was like a guy falls on the train tracks and everyone pulls out their phones to record it and they're all going, somebody help him, somebody help him. And one guy jumps onto the train tracks, goes to push the guy up. I can't remember how it ends. I can't remember whether or not they both get splattered by a train and people are just videotaping it or if he actually gets off the thing. I still say you should watch Childhood Dies. You'll like it. I will at some stage. Not lovely. He was just home for 4 months. Oh, okay. Fair enough. So you're sick of him being in the house is what you're saying. General in Discord, I sent you the link that tells you how to add your emojis. You were close with the badges, just slightly wrong. I'm not usually this bad of a boomer. Actually, that's not true. I suck at boomering shit. Hang on. Is that the right? I don't think that's the right one. Interesting info on Stellar Blade. Oh, thank you. Because, of course, I went to my messages instead of the general because I'm a moron. YouTube membership perks. Oh, so I was close. I just missed it by that much. Custom default perks. Oh, fuck me. I was one tab away. I'm only one tab away. Add another emoji. Okay. Shut up, Stingy. Okay, and I can't have spaces in it, so we'll add that. It must be between 3 and 10. Oh, what am I going to call it then? Shut up, Stingy's too many letters. Select image. Well, I can select the image anyway. There we go. F off, Stingy. That works. Save and publish. There you go. I got there. Regular in my bar was arrested for helping a woman and kid out of a wrecked car. The state pressed charges and she sued. He had to get a lawyer. See, that... Thought you laughed because it was a Rickroll. That would have been epic. Oh. Yeah, no, not so much. Oh, and you just outed that it's a Rickroll. So now I don't have to worry about it. Thank you. First words when I get in here, fuck me. Hey, Nick, how you doing? Did you end up looking at the Albino Black Sheep France website? Well, for a good laugh. I think I did, Tom, but I don't think I did that on stream. I think I just did that in my off time. A guy in the UK has been running around stabbing people with a sword. I saw that. Women in public without permission of their male owner. Jesus Christ. Aussie's such a boomer. Al Gore stepped in to offer to help because he invented the internet. What's the biggest spider I've seen? When I was in Darwin, we had some pretty big huntsmans, like, you know, big. But I think that at one point I saw a banana spider. Most of them are still behind glass because you know, if they're too big, then I'm just gonna make sure that they disappear. Hang on, do I have I don't think I've got the I'll be damned. I don't think I actually have the oh, I better fix that. Huntsmans aren't dangerous to humans. No, they're not, but tell that to my wife who freaks out at a daddy longlegs. What do I want? I want news. I want the news page because I don't have the hype train for some reason. Camera, NV, there we go. Turn studio mode off. Okay, there we go. Now it should work for you, Stinge. What the fuck conversation did I walk into? Large spiders, I would freak out. Squid, someone asked me what the largest spider that I've seen was, so. Most poisonous spider is actually a daddy longlegs, but it has no teeth. Pretty sure they debunked that, didn't they? Funnel web spider's a nad. Barf. Ken loves giving chest compressions to unconscious women. Too bad he has no idea what CPR is. Oh boy. No, look, I'm not a bug person either, so. Used to have severe arachnophobia. Ew, that sucks. Okay, so theoretically, that sorted that out. So, hang on, where are we? I'm going to do it myself. Where are we? Nope, that's the Rumble chat. Where's the YouTube chat gone? YouTube chat. Doesn't appear to have... Do I have to reload this? More to the point, if I reload it, will it stuff up the chat? I'm thinking it's going to stuff up the chat. And put that onto live. There we go. And there it is. There we go. Flying Stingies. That one behind you seems pretty big. See, you got to remember, I can see everything that you guys are seeing. So all I've got to do is look at the screen. I think the brown recluse, fiddleback, most deadly in North America. Sydney funnelweb has a high kill rate. Yeah, and then, you know, things like trapdoors and whitetails and like the recluse and that sort of thing. Like, the point is, if it's got more than 4 legs, I'm squishing it. Is what it boils down to. And if it's got less than 2 legs, it's the wife's problem. Hey, Daily Quick Quotes. You are very welcome. Giving CPR to a woman. Hang on. My chat's going too fast now again. Hoping to study law next year. I'm in Western Australia. Could you please tell me a bit about your time studying? What to expect in regards to writing? Maybe something you found difficult? LD, with the greatest possible respect to you, and I don't want to dissuade you in any way, but don't do it. Particularly since COVID, law schools have just been churning out graduates. So please understand that, you know, as I said, I don't want to dissuade you, but what I do want to say is that you're going to be fighting harder than ever for grades, for positions, and economically, shall I say, people aren't really spending on legal services if they can avoid it. What I will say about law school is, provided you put in the work, you do the reading, it will absolutely be some of the best years of your life. And I've got a few other tips and tricks and that sort of thing. Tell you what, hit me up on Twitter or on Discord, and I'll talk to you privately. But the writing isn't quite that difficult. It does set you up for the rest of your life in terms of what you can and can't do in terms of writing memos and that sort of thing. Just remember, as bad as it sounds, for law school, for the purposes of, graduation, really, a C is as good as an A. And depending on where you go to law school, honours may or may not matter. So, just take care, is what I'm saying. But, yeah, at this point, I think if my daughter came to me and said she wanted to study law, I'd be doing everything in my power to push her towards a more lucrative career at this point. Lucrative might be the wrong word. Less stressful. Like a veterinarian. But no, look, like I said, reach out to me. I'm more than happy to have a more in-depth conversation than the off-the-cuff bullshit that just spewed out of my mouth. And, if I can help in any way, I'm more than happy to. Want to own a snake, but the hubby said, so you want a divorce? That's fair. Got that. Watch a lot of nature shows about the animals in Australia is beautiful. I will specifically say this. The first thing that was on the television when I landed in America last August, I flew in, got in the taxi, traveled to the hotel, sat my bags down, crashed on the bed just because it was because I had to, and turned the TV on. And the first fucking thing that came on was a documentary about Australia, and there were kangaroos bouncing around. I took photos of it. I'm not even sure where the photos are, but I took photos of the TV screen because I knew no one would believe me about that. Being bitten by a brown recluse, 0 out of 10, don't recommend. Banana spider might have the most toxic venom. Quite a few Aussie law schools have exchange programs with Canadian universities. That doesn't surprise me. I was hoping to do the Hague exchange trip because that was in my 2nd or 3rd year. They offered a exchange program for you to go over there for 6 weeks or something, and I just sort of never really got around to it. Smasher, not a sprayer. Fair enough. That took me a second. You probably didn't mean it like that, but should I feel bad that I now consider Bindi to be a MILF? No. You're fine. Get Trump as a client, you'll make a fortune. Well, I don't know if it'd be worth the stress, honestly. Sydney funnel web is neurotoxin, I think, shuts down the nervous system, paralysis, and lung, heart stop working. Can't really comment. I can't remember, to be perfectly honest. All I know is just, like I said, if it has more than 4 legs, I squish it. Men insurance, and we have law graduates joining us because they can't get legal work. Yep. Apparently they get picked up by finance companies, so like KPMG, the big accounting firms, that sort of thing, Deloitte. But yeah, in 1 year, there was 30,000 lawyers that graduated across the country or some shit, and there was 12,000 job opportunities. So I'm one of those people that got stuck into it and created my own opportunities, which may just be the best thing for people to do. But there is a reason that I very much prefer being on YouTube. Let's put it that way. Love Canada, Australians in the North, I call them. Got a chip, thanks, H later. No worries, Greedy Bloke, thanks for being here. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Eco-friendly stuff seems to be quite shite. Got some tea bags labelled as such, and every last one of the bloody things falls apart in the cup. Dragon's Treasure Tea. Use code Koala for 10% off. And I may or may not get a kickback. I just used the tea strainer that I've got. Have I ever shaved my chest? Yes. It didn't really take, and it didn't really matter. All it did was make me itchy. So, and now I feel itchy just thinking about it. Cheers. But the DMZ is due for another shave, so we're getting there. I'll probably do that tomorrow, just to make sure that it doesn't all start folding into ones and becomes a neck beard. Crocodile Hunter helped me get over my fear of snakes. Canada only really has garter snakes. Lucky you. Excellent grifting with the T. Pope Nick would be proud of you. I gotta practice, and I mean, let's face it, you guys are my guinea pigs, so. They're watching you because of the kangaroos. Just turned on the light switch and got a shock. Oh, that's no good. Both spiders and insects are. Oh, for God's sakes. Feel bad about considering it. Nope, that's fine. Arizona rancher George Allen Kelly will not be retried. Yeah, I did see that. I kind of feel like that's a. I'm in two minds about that. I personally would have liked to have seen him go to a retrial and get acquitted. Frankly, I think that would have. I think that might have meant more than having it so that the jury was tossed. After all the hard work and the fact that he went through the trial in the first place, I kind of feel like that's a little bit of a rip. But hey, Dog the Butcher, how you doing? Crazy T123, hello. Boomer, you need to schedule some grifting streams, though you'll probably end up saying bye to sleep and bye to your liver. Yes, but this saves him a lot of money. That's true too. How's my day? My day wasn't too bad. It was fairly busy. Last few weeks, because it's been like annual colonoscopy thing, is when I say that, I mean the Bar Association does the annual review of all lawyers here in Victoria, and it all has to be done by, it all starts on the 31st of March. You have to have your paperwork in by the 30th of April, and then you have to have an external auditor, so an accountant, come in and tell you what you haven't done wrong for the last 12 months, and that their report has to be in with the Bar Association by the 31st of May. Excuse me. Be a hearing for ruling to dismiss with or without prejudice. Huh. Oh, you're in Victoria. Sweet. Correct about the rancher. Some new Soros prosecutor could still come after the guy in the future, and acquittal would have triggered double jeopardy. Yeah. Still free though, which is great. This is true too. I'll work on getting your Manscaped promo code later. No, you know, I actually tried to buy something from Manscaped, and I think they thought I was a scam or something because they cancelled my order and refunded it, saying, wait, what did they say? I can't for the life of me remember. That, yeah, they assumed that... What's my favorite game in the world? That's a bit of a tough one. If it's formally dismissed with prejudice, they can't do a thing to him. Yeah. But I still would have preferred to see him acquitted. I just would have. Favorite game? That's a loaded question. Handheld, we're probably talking Pokemon Emerald. PC, Halo 3. So, you have to give your medicinals to the Bar Association. They're routinely routinely maintain your license. Pretty much. Thought you had cancer when you said that. Sorry. Am I any good at Guess Who? Been decades since I've played Guess Who. I'm sure I will become a new expert at it once the child reaches the age where she wants to play it. At the moment, she's just gotten into Snap. Mermaid edition of Snap is literally on my desk because every other minute she's in here saying, Daddy, let's play Snap. Mermaid, octopus, seahorse, fish, turtle. Snap. What's my favorite Aussie-made car? That's a trick question. There are no more Aussie-made cars. Prior to their removal from the Australian market, my favorite car would have been an SS Club Sport. I used to be a Holden man, but yeah, that's a sore spot. They're updating Guess Who now. It's going to be Guess What? Oh, for God's sakes. Recommend Fallout 4, which is enjoying a resurge in popularity thanks to the show. I played Fallout 4. Didn't know you were serious when you said the bar needed to give you a colonoscopy. Yeah. Max Payne. Yeah, see, I think I was young enough that I missed the, you're out, Cakesbury? So yeah. SS Club is forgivable. So stop being a bogan. Helldivers 2. I'm enjoying Helldivers 2. It's very much like Starship Troopers Extermination, which I really was enjoying as well. I do feel like it was a I do feel like it's a little bit clunky, but that just takes some getting used to. So, Holland's a nice. First car was a Gemini. Cool. Guess what? Oh, for God's sakes. Hide the sausage. Most spicy take. Darryl Brooks didn't do nothing. Well, he pissed me off for a good few weeks, if nothing else. Guess who? Incorporating transgender pronouns will make the game more interesting. Marley, are they seriously doing that? Wait, what? Mr. Squid's addicted to Helldivers 2. He even bought himself a new monitor for the setup because of Helldivers 2. Don't get the appeal. Huh. What's my favorite YouTuber? Me. No, look, in terms of that sort of thing, I try not to take favorites. I mean, obviously, I've got close friends. For Super Earth! Yes. My cousin had a house less than a mile from the parade route in Waukesha. No shit. Wow. Like a Malu RH, want to be able to get a load of mulch at 185 miles per hour. You know, the Mullers actually weren't too bad. Like, the reason that I preferred the Club Sport was mainly because having the sedan meant that we could transport more people as opposed to the Ute version. And didn't know you were on notification. I don't think that it hates you, dude. It's purely just I didn't get it out early enough. Does Aussie Coke use processed sugar or cane sugar? Have you tried the other kind, like import Mexican Coke? Yes. So ours uses processed sugar, which is why I'm drinking it right now. And yes, Tim, I have tried Mexican Coke. I actually did a comparison on stream 2 or 3 weeks ago between the two of them. Ours is still better. That's the county where I graduated from high school. My little cousin played baseball against the little boy who died. No shit. What's the daftest trial you've been involved in? Well, see, here's the trouble. Most of my trials, and the reason that I don't talk about them is because they're boring as shit. I mean, there was one over some construction work and whether or not a road had been built properly so that there was like a gradient on both sides and whether or not that caused damage to property. And a lot of it's like mortgage repossession work, company dissolution work. I wouldn't say that there's been anything terribly crazy that I can think off the top of my head. That like I haven't already talked about. Have an FG Falcon all modded, has a Holden engine. Lovely. Don't get triggered by much, but the case makes me angry. If I were in the room with Brooks, one of us wouldn't come out. That's fair enough. Don't like the soft drinks we have in Australia, but I do like Mexican Coke. Really? I wasn't a fan. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's better than American Coke. But post-viral Skyrim Twitch TTS mod has officially reached max levels of degeneracy thanks to the internet. Excuse me. Americans are the only ones that I know who call it soda pop. Never hear anyone else say soda. I mean, for us, the reason that it was called soft drink is because originally the ones that were produced here were mildly alcoholic. So instead of it being a hard beer or a hard shot or anything like that, it was considered a soft drink. So, still amazed that you haven't made waffles yet. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to the I'm very much looking forward to that on the weekend. Malu seems more Australian. It's the car version of a mullet. Yes, it really is. I mean, Coke had Coke in it. The original Coke did, yeah. 2, 8, and 4-year-old. What was that? Got my L's in a V8 Ford. So you got your L's in the V8 Ford, but did you also like did the V8 come? Did the Ford come with its own set of sneakers? Here it's just Coke. Doesn't matter manufacturer flavor. It's all Coke. Cooking stream? Yeah, probably at some point. The only reason I haven't done more cooking streams is our kitchen is not conducive to it. Excuse me. We've got an island bench that's got the sink and everything in it. We've got our oven stovetop on the left-hand side if you're facing towards the sink. And then everything else is just open plan. So you see all the toys, all the everything in the lounge room, the couch, the cat hair, all that sort of stuff. So it's just not a good setup for streaming in, really, in terms of cooking. And I did one cooking stream where we did the sloppy joes, and for some reason I couldn't get the audio to work on the phone right either. It's all trial and error, but at some point I just got to get stuck into it. Hey Steve, how you doing, buddy? What are we chatting about? Pretty much anything and everything under the sun. I've literally talked about nothing for the last 56 minutes. This is more of a what do you call it? More training for me, really, I suppose. Practice, that's what I was going for. It's practice for me. In the 80s, they introduced Cracker-Cola in cities that sold very well. Don't need to see your toys. This isn't that kind of streaming site. No, Trenton, fuck's sake, I'm talking about the 5-year-olds' toys. To be fair, Naked Barbie Nirvana. What is it? Oh, God, what's it called? Nirvana? No, Nirvana's a band. Nerdvana is what I call my nerdy streams. What was it that Foxworthy says? Naked Barbie Woodstock. Do I have an air fryer? Yes, I have an air fryer. When you said you tried Mexican Coke, didn't you say you were talking about... I didn't think you were talking about sodas. Could have let that go, but you made it worse. Oh well. Got frozen mixed fruit. Thinking about fruit smoothies for dinner too. Thoughts? I would hope you'd have something more substantial, Jason. You got to look after yourself for me, mate. And that makes me wonder who coined the term soft drink, US or Australia. It was probably the US, because most of the stuff here. I mean, look, we're a young nation. As I've said, we have you guys and the Boston Tea Party to thank for the fact that we even exist. So I dare say you guys probably had soda or soft drink or however you want to put it earlier than we did. It might just be that we added more alcohol. I don't know. Going to be having all three of my grandchildren this Sunday. It's the first time I'm going to have all three together. I told the hubby you need to stay here that day and help me. Good luck. I so didn't know you were talking about soda. Refuse to use an all-electric kitchen. Well, see, that's just it, Forbidden Ruin. Because our cucked friggin' left-wing government think that they know better than everybody. They've put in a rule that no new buildings that go up are allowed to have gas connections. Everything going forward has to be electric. It's just fucking stupid. It really is. Air fryers are amazing. Yep. Don't even care to watch you cook. Just want to record a reaction of it. My sister has an air fryer. I don't own one. How do we survive before air fryers? I packed on a good 10 kilos by having a deep fryer with oil. I don't recommend it. BRB stocking up on butane canisters. Fair enough. Over a 20-minute drive from Boston. Haven't been to the Boston Commons. It's been years. Oh, no shit. Because of us, is that because the Brits were too busy trying to conquer us that they had to afford to keep an eye or guns on you? No, Daily Quick Bite. So if you don't know the story, the reason that Australia exists, the reason that the penal colony here in Australia was set up, was because prior to the Boston Tea Party and 1776 and a certain little revolutionary war, you guys were accepting the criminals from Britain. If it hadn't been for you guys severing ties, Australia wouldn't exist because they would not have had a need for another penal colony. It's literally... They set up their own demise. Okay, I must have missed something because all of a sudden we started talking about a 10-year-old that killed her sister. Order a pint in a pub in each state. Watch them give you something different from each state. Georgia was the penal colony prior to Australia. There you go. I mean, we turned solo alcoholic and it's fucking delicious. Hard solo is amazing. Pub squash with alcohol in it, and they sell it by the can. They actually started getting in trouble because, oh look, I've got a solo bottle right here. So take this, swap the colors around so that everything that's black is yellow and everything that's yellow was black, and that's what they put on the hard solo. And kids were buying it. I don't know how the hell they were getting a hold of it. Mainly, presumably, because idiots were not recognizing that it's alcoholic. And thanks for expanding your knowledge. You're very welcome. Hard rated is epic. Yeah. I thought you were going to bed. Have an acronym for all the trucks in Canada. GM, garbage metal, and Ford found on the road dead. Is that the reason Aussies have a housing shortage as well, or are they just not approving new building? No, Trenton. We've had like 10 or 12 major construction companies go bust in the last 8 to 12 weeks. Because so many people are just like... They're taking money from projects, putting it into other projects, and with resources going through the roof, construction costs and cost of living across the country going through the roof, the Ponzi scheme that is the construction industry is falling apart at the seams. Excuse me. What is solo? Also, here the alcohol automatically sits off the register to ID the buyer. Well, for the most part, you can't buy alcohol here specifically from a supermarket or something like that. They have to actually be in a separate store. That's why in our stores, so Safeway, our Woolworths, our Safeway, generally will have a second shop within the shop that is purely just alcohol. Ordered a lemonade in America, got a shock when it was sugar and lemon juice. Have to be 21 to buy alcohol here in the US anyway. So for anyone asking, solo is a pub squash, basically. It's a very soothing, very thirst quenching pub squash. Heard about that. Same here. Any house built in 2025 or later or something requires electric. Yep. Have all kinds of names for it. Soda, cola, pop. Soda, pop, soft drink. Depends where you live. Canada would freeze to death without natural gas. That doesn't surprise me. I'm legitimately worried about certain areas here. They're Mountain Dew. No, we have Mountain Dew too. It's a different thing. Term soft drink was originally used to distinguish the flavored drinks from hard liquor or distilled spirits. Soft drinks were recommended as a substitute in an effort to change hard drinking. Learn something new every day. Thank you very much for that. Penal. I'm so 12 right now. All good. So the regular solo is just soft solo. Yes. Kate Wooden, hello from New South Wales. Hello to you too. Kids buying alcohol, unheard of. Yep. Kids are getting around the ID by scanning a regular soda twice, putting one which is alcoholic in the self-checkout bags. Oh! Can't wait for the future when the government turns off the electric air fryer and charging my car because I did hate speech on Twitter. Tim, it's so much worse than that. In Queensland, in low socioeconomic areas, the government there basically tricked them into agreeing to have smart switches installed into their houses as an upgrade for their air conditioning systems. During the summer, the government up there actually turned the air conditioning off. Now, for those of you that don't know, Queensland is incredibly humid and it is close, the equator runs through part of it. It gets fucking hot. And in the middle of a heat wave, they decided, we're not going to worry about turning the power off for the rich. These people in the low socioeconomic areas that gave us power over their air conditioning units using smart switches, we're just going to dial them back. We're either going to turn it off completely or we're going to dial it back to, say, 20%. And we're going to claim that it's under the auspices of reducing energy consumption. I could not fucking believe it. Why'd they turn it off? The official answer given was to reduce strain on the network. But it was interesting that it just happened to be the poor people that caught it. Yeah, live here, bro. It's fucking hot. Would you really want them turning off your aircon? I still can't get over the fact that they did it. Um, depending on the state, most require a liquor store. Oh, there you go. Googled it because pub squash made it less clear. Well, literally, it's a lemon drink, so yes, it would be less clear. Love you have it on tap, Hayden. Mountain Dew sucks compared to Solo. Yep. You can buy pew pews at Walmart. Would never find them on the Kmart shelves. I was just happy walking through a Walmart and seeing an air rifle. Like, hint, remove and put the original back on. They tried it at the water valve restrictors and I removed them. Oh, no shit. West Australia has the hottest town marble bar. Is that the one that's in the middle of the, I'm not going to remember the name of the desert now. Damn it. Queensland was not bad this year. Really? Okay. Never get smart at anything if you can help it. Nope. Northern Queensland gets muggy, have a shower, and feel wet all day. Yep. Would have sued because I have a medical condition that requires AC. So theoretically, they would not have turned it off in that instance. But it's like when the like if you've got a medical condition and you require the electricity to be on in your house. So if you're on like medical alert or like life extensions, electronics and that sort of thing, legally they're not allowed to turn your electricity off, even if you get like $2,000 or $3,000 in arrears for your electric account. Walmart just announced that they're closing the health clinics. No shit, really. Local energy company installed a smart switch for energy reduction. I hooked up a 120 volt source to the sensor, so the signal would repeat and allow the black light I hooked to it to be cycled. Huh. So there are ways around it. Interesting. Hate the heat. Cold weather, frosty Canadian. Apparently, there's an entire Reddit thread trying to find the US equivalent of Solo. He closes things so far, people saying that something used to be around in the 80s called Rondo. Are you seriously telling me that when I go back to the States at some point, I need to take not only a 24 pack of Australian Coke with me, I need to take a 24 pack of Solo with me as well? That is going to eat my baggage amounts. Like, seriously. I'd trade minus 30 for plus 30 into the week, as would I really. Only so many articles of clothing you take off before Ken gets turned on. Even Boris Johnson wouldn't turn the aircons off. That's brutal. Yep. There's always ways around tech. This is true. It's expensive to live in Maiden, Massachusetts. Okay. Never heard of Solo? They turned off the lecky in the UK, recently tried forcing their way into old people's homes and installing prepayment meters for people that couldn't afford the bills. Are you freaking kidding me? No Solo there. Ask for Sprite, not lemonade. Yeah. Just buy Mexican Coke as a substitute? No. Because Mexican, between Australian Coke and Mexican Coke, the difference is so stark that it's the same difference between Pepsi and Coke. Been in the States a few times, can't understand why they put the sauce on everything. Mainly because there's high fructose corn syrup and everything, and sometimes you just want to change the flavor. Ate my chips dry, and people thought I was insane. It's an ongoing case. It's in the court now. Are you serious? Jesus. Oh. All right. All right, peeps. It is now 11:15. Wait, what's that say? I love some of the comments that I get on my shorts. Like, people just assume that when I cover things, because it's got the Aussie Overlaw'd branding on it, that I must be talking about shit going on in Australia. And so when I talk about, like, when I do the shorts about horrible stories that are going on, they just start talking shit about Australia, about how the government's so commie, which they are, and how we're shit-faced and backwards and all that sort of stuff. And I'm just like, dude, this story's from Chicago, or this story's from, like, Cleveland, Ohio. Get your head out of your ass. It's hilarious. Just did Cali, found it hard to get fresh fruit and veg. Oh, that sucks. Mexican Coke is the original Coca-Cola recipe. Well, we managed to make it better. We improved upon it. Live in a very nice apartment, have 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, live in 1,200 feet. Okay, now I'm just jealous. Electricity bills went up 200% in the UK recently. Jesus. And to be fair, we think the exact same way of Chicago. Hunter Wim, Mum is still mad after 3 decades because I kept pygmy rattlers as pets. They're small but deadly to adult humans. Yikes. Okay, anyway, I didn't mean to go to the comments section. I meant to go to the content section. Get your head out of your ass, it's not a hat. Exactly. When I was 14, I went to Cleveland, Ohio. Had a big sister from the Big Sister program. She sent me to Cleveland, Ohio, and I stayed with her parents. Huh. Excuse me. All right, where are we? Well, thank you all for being here and keeping me entertained and allowing me to keep you entertained. I'm going to shift everybody off because I'm pretty sure that Jeff's already live with his... I think it's Laura Owens tonight, isn't it? Need to test that, Hayden. I'll buy a bottle from you so I can do the test. Okay. That's all right, Daly. I'm finishing up anyway, so have a good day. I will put the redirect on... Yep, Clayton Eckert, Laura Owens. So, go and make some noise. Annoy the hell out of Megan for me. And I'll see you all back here in, 11 hours? Great to see you. Catch you next time. Thanks for being here. Guys, please also remember, hit the like button on the way out and double check whether or not you're still subscribed. I'm aiming, hopefully, to get over the 32,000 mark in the near future. It's annoying me that I keep going up a little bit, down a little bit, up a little bit, down a little bit. But anyway, as always, people, please remember, it would be helpful if I had the overlay videos turned on.
Unfortunately, some members of the media
use their platforms
to push their own personal bias.
To push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
And as always, remember, you are not a piece of shit. You have value and you do contribute to society, and thank you very much for being here. I will see you all on the flip side. Thank you, peeps.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.